Welcome to SVG Europe SportTech. We're here today at the hallowed Lord's Cricket Ground. I'm here speaking to Alessandro Reitano, who is Vice President of Sports Production at Sky Deutschland and the new chair of SVG Europe. Hi, Alessandro.
Hi, hello.
So tell me first of all why you decided to accept the chair position of SVG.
Well, to be honest, I'm a really big fan of SVG. We worked, let's say, we have a long-term partnership, especially with Sky Germany, with SVG. We did some regional events well, during the time I get asked, well, can you imagine to take over the chairman? And because David has other things to do, there was no, let's say, doubt in myself to say, okay, I want to do this. Of course I want to do this. I'm very glad, let's say, to contribute with my work into SVG Europe. It's a strong brand. It's a very good positioning, independent organization, which well, gives companies, people, products the possibility to shine, to be visible. And I want to contribute with my work into this organization to, let's say, enable SVG Europe, to enable them to grow, to serve the sponsors and members as best as possible. And that's, I'm very glad to be part of it.
Great, yeah. Okay. And then what do you see the biggest challenges being in sports broadcasts at the moment, and how can we move around these? I mean,
we can't move around these. I think not only the sport broadcast industry, but let's say the broadcast industry in general is undergoing a fundamental change in transformation. It's really tough out there at the market at the moment because new players appear, new business models, fast more than in the past. Coming along, so all market participants will have to deal with the challenges and will make their decisions accordingly and either change or transform or adjust their businesses. So I see this is a really challenging market situation at the moment. So and which hits not only, let's say, the broadcast industry in general, so it hits also the sports industry. Yeah.
Okay, and where do you see the sports broadcast industry going over the next 12 months, and how can SVG Europe help it get there?
Well, from my point of view, we will see in the future more fragmentation, consolidation, but also, let's say, alliances coming up. I think, as you said before, can we move around it? No, we can't move around digitalization, customer expectation, and also user habits. It's impossible. So, and I see that way, that's the funny thing is, on the one hand, you have big major sporting events, which keeps fans traditionally on television, on the linear streams, while on the other hand, you have all the movement into the digital areas. And this is something which is one of the challenges where we have to see, and which SVG, from their positioning and with their strong editorial background, can, let's say, ask the right question into the broadcast community. As I said, make products, people, and companies visible, to talk about it, to communicate it, to debate about it. And this is something where I see SVG as in a very good position to drive a little bit the change which is out there in the market, but also, let's say, drive other topics like diversity, sustainability, all the things which we, let's say, be covered, where companies sitting in their own silo and fighting with their own problems, where SVG is in a very good position to address it and to accommodate it.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Alessandro.
Thank you.